too early. I couldn't sleep either. It's mean. You ought to not go without your beauty sleep.
Don't make fun of me.
I'm not as many, truly. This particular morning, seeing how beautiful you are makes everything easier for me. Wasn't I a miserable little beast when we were small? I used to fling mud at you and put worms down your neck. I remember tying you to a tree and cutting off your hair. Your beautiful hair. How easy it must be to never be unreasonable with all that smooth silken hair set so beautifully around your head.
Why do you insist upon talking about other things?
I'm not talking about other things.
Antigone, I've thought about it a lot.
Have you?
I thought about it all night long. Antigone, you're mad.
Am I?
We cannot do it.
Why not?
Creon will have us put to death.
Of course he will. That's what he's here for. He will do what he has to do, and we will do what we have to do. We are bound to be put to death, and we are bound to go out and bury our brother. That's the way it is. What do you think we can do to change it?
I don't want to die.
I prefer not to die myself.
Listen to me, Antigone. I thought about it all night. I'm older than you are. I think things over, and you don't. You're impulsive. You get a notion in your head, and you jump up and do things straight off. Whereas I think things out.
Sometimes it's better not to think too much.
I don't agree with you. I know it's horrible, and I pity Polynesius just as much as you do, but all the same, I sort of see what Uncle Creon means.
I don't want to sort of see anything.
Uncle Creon is the king. He has to set an example.
But I am not the king, and I don't have to set people's examples. Little Antigone gets a notion in her head. The nasty brat, the willful, wicked girl, and they put her in a corner, or they lock her in a cellar all day. And she deserves it. She shouldn't have disobeyed.
There you go, glowering, frowning, wanting your own stubborn way in everything. Listen to me, Antigone. I'm right oftener than you are.
I don't want to be right.
At least you can try to understand.
Understand? The first word I ever heard out of any of you was that word, understand. Why didn't I understand that I mustn't play with water? Cold, black, beautiful, flowing water, because I'd spill it on the palace tiles. Or with earth, because earth dirties a girl's frock. Why didn't I understand that good girls don't eat out of every dish at once? Good girls... They give everything in their pockets to beggars. They run in the wind so fast that they fall down. And they want to go swimming merely too early or too late just because they happen to feel like swimming. Understand? I don't want to understand. There'll be plenty enough time to understand when I'm old. If I ever am old. But not now.
He's stronger than we are, Antigone. He's the king. The entire city is with him. Thousands and thousands of them swarming through all of Thebes.
I am not listening to you.
His mob will come running, howling as it runs. 1,000 arms will seize our arms. 1,000 breaths will breathe into our faces. Like one single pair of eyes, 1,000 eyes will stare at us. We'll be driven in a tremble through their hatred, through the smell of them and their cruel roaring laughter. We'll be taken to the scaffold for torture. Surrounded by guards, their idiot faces all bloated, their animal hands clean washed for the sacrifice, their beefy eyes squinting as they stare at us. And we'll know that no shrieking and no begging will make them understand that we want to live. For they're like slaves who do exactly as they are told without knowing right from wrong. And we shall suffer. We shall feel pain rising until it is so unbearable that we know it must stop. But it won't stop. It will go on rising and rising like a screaming voice. Oh, I can't!